Hiya, how you doing? Have you done something fun yet? Oh, let's do something fun together. Like doing some more miniatures. Yay! I'm going to be doing some butterflies and some, I'm not sure whether they're dogs, cats or foxes, to be honest. Just before I start, getting the wet wipes out because I'm still struggling to wear gloves at the moment because of my hands. And yeah, I'll do some more miniatures because it's going to fit in nicely with the next box that's coming. I'm not going to say what the next box is because I know certain people don't like spoilers. But I really can't wait for the next box. Anyway, I'm going to start off with butterflies, and I'm using the tubey type resin at the moment. I think it's called LED resin or whatever they want to call it. Mainly because the tubes are so much nicer on my hands, so much kinder to my hands, and my hands are really hurting today. Okay, oh crikey, dropped it again. I always drop something in these videos. I don't do it intentionally, trust me, that's just my life. Yeah, so I've put a little bit too much in there, but I'm just going to try and get the bubbles out anyway. And at a certain point, there we go, I get my scrapey tool and I scrape some off. And yeah, I've scraped too much off, but that's okay because there's still some on the tool. Wait for it to drip down the edge and then put that little bit in. There we go. Drip it all down, fill up the mould quite nicely. And then the last of it, put in the next mould. There we go. And the next one down. And I wipe off my tools as I'm going along because I don't want to, because I'm not wearing gloves, I don't want stickiness all over my desk either. So, going to fill, I decided to do them all purple. Haven't used this mould before, so I just want to see how they turn out and see how detailed they are when they come out of the mould. Because you never can tell until you actually try doing it. This one in the middle, for some reason, bubbles got stuck in the edges of the tips of the wings, and I couldn't get it out no matter what I did. So I ended up just setting it as it was. Because this goes on for some time, I cut a lot of it out. But yeah, just trying to get bubbles out with a pointy tool. Okay. I'll fill the bottom one up, the largest one. And yes, I know butterflies have black bodies and what have you, and they're fantasy butterflies, okay? They're not anatomically correct in any way, shape or form. But yeah, just enjoy doing this. Filling up the mould, that one fills quite nicely. And then again, getting the bubbles out. Just making sure everything's filled right up to the edges. Okay, that's all done. That's going to go under the UV lamp. Let's have a go at this one. Now, I think this is the dog one I got. They did do 3 different types. There's a cat, a dog, and a fox. But to me, they didn't look much different, so I just got the dog one, I think. I think I got the dog one. But these are meant to sit on rings. But I'm just going to use them as miniature creatures. For a little miniature world. This I really shouldn't have used. This is a resin that we got with a box that you didn't need moulds with. I think we made mini succulents out of them. And this is really, really thick, gloopy resin because it holds its shape without needing a mould. give you a chance to set it really quickly into shapes, and then you sort of build up your succulent. So I really shouldn't have used it on this, but it still works. It's fine. It's just a pain. And not the right stuff to use. So yeah, just making sure there's no bubbles in there, making sure it all sits correctly, and that the colours mixed in, because it was a bit, it's very gloopy, look at it. And the same for the body. I think I've put too much resin in there, so I'm going to scoop some down into the lower one, because it needs to sit flat. But it's so gloopy. I'm sat here wondering why it's so gloopy, and it's not until later that I realise. Yeah, just making sure it's kind of level with the rest of the mould. And I'm also going to go in and take the rest off with a wet wipe. And I do swap the wet wipes out, by the way, throwing ones away and then getting new ones. You might not see me do it because of editing, but yeah, I do. Obviously, this one will be going straight in the bin when I've finished. That was my dog, Magnus, putting his 2 penneth in. And that one's now gone under the lamp. This one's finished curing. Let's see what they look like. Yeah, these aren't sticky. My fingers get like pins and needly type thing in when I'm touching certain things. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, like the way that one turned out. And yeah, as I suspected, I just could not get the blooming bubbles out of that one, but it's still really pretty. I might be able to do something with that one. I'll have to have a think. Yeah, that twitching of my fingers rubbing them together, that's just a habit I've picked up because of the pins and needles. Okay. Oh, wow, that one is really, really pretty. I really like all the details in that. That's lovely. Right, decided I'm going to do another one, and this time I'm going to use some mica powder. And I'm going to brush the mica powder into the mould. And my niece put me onto this. This is a lipstick wand. And they cost next to nothing, and you can reuse them. Even though it says disposable ones, you can reuse them. And they just get into every little nook and cranny really, really well. So yeah, I would highly recommend these. And thank you, Louise, for letting me know about them. I think they're going to really come in handy for quite a few projects. Okay, so I'm using a very, very light apple green. And I say light as in it's not very pigmented. Yeah, pretty translucent is this one. But with the colour of the mica powder, I think it's going to look stunning. Well, I'm hoping it's going to look stunning anyway. So just filling in the mould. I apologise if you can hear my fan in the background, but it is just way too hot to turn it off. Yep, that's gone under the light now, and the little dog is now ready to be put together. I'm going to do a close-up in a minute so you can really see. Just putting a tiny blob of resin there, ready. And if you aren't, like me, aren't able to use gloves, please, please, please do use tools, because otherwise you're going to get resin all over yourself and that's going to really hurt. And I wish I'd have put something behind this, because as you see, I end up chasing it all around the table as I'm trying to cure it. But here we go. This is really fiddly, but it's so cute and it's finished. Just picking up, dipping it in that bit of resin that I put on the table. No, don't use your fingers, Marie. There we go. Do your best to, sorry, real close up on my hand there. Do my best to just get it so that it can sit on that ridge there. You've got one end has got the tail on, and then this end has got the ridge on, and you just push it up against that ridge and have it sat on the paws. Just trying to get it to hold there. Oh, no, still not fixed. I was just checking, see if I could let go, but I couldn't. Yeah, chasing it around the table. There we go, starting to be okay, and I need to get those off before they fully... Watch your fingers, Marie. That's it, use the tool. There we go, pushing it back. And then pulling it out of that bit of resin so it doesn't attach. As you can see, it's sat up against the neck, the sort of ridge that makes the neck part, and sat on top of its paws. Just taking that off before it fully cures. It's fine. And now I'm going to put that under the lamp just to be sure. Okay, I'm going to have a go at fixing that butterfly's wings. I'm trying to pick up some of the bigger parts of this glitter from this glitter pot. I'm seeing if I can't get it to stick. There we go, pulling some off with the ridges. Putting a little bit dab of the liquid on now to get it to stick. I could have put maybe a little bead or something there, but I really didn't want to do that. I decided to have a go this way first and see what it looks like. I'm just trying to build a bit up and then trying to get a big flake to land on the tip of the wing there. And once I've got the tips so that I'm happy with, I'm just going to do a light dusting of this all over the rest of this butterfly and the other two butterflies as well, and then put it under the light. So yeah, just trying to make it so that it's not an odd shape, that it actually keeps its shape, but pulls away from the, so that you don't see that it's got great big holes in the tips of its wings. Just keep reshaping it, patting it a little bit, be really gentle, and it seems to be working. Yeah, that seems to be pretty. Just going to do the rest of them, and that's now under the lamp, and this one's finished. Let's have a look at this one. It's really pretty from the back. How's the front looking? Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I like that. Oh, I was going to put some sparkles on there, but I don't even think it needs it. No, I really like that. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is. That's gorgeous. Okay, so the head is in the right place, and now I need to put a face on this little dog. Yeah, I have already done this once with the eyes, and it all went wrong, so I had to repaint it white, and I'm trying again. Just going to put the pink into the ears, and I give it a little pink nose. And then I'm going to put it under the light and let it set. Put it under the little torch for a little while and then put it under the big light, and now it's all set. Yeah, you can just see under there where I tried to do the black eyes and it just didn't look right. I ended up smudging it and everything, so I'm going to have a go at putting blue eyes on this time. Oh, looks okay. Oh, yeah, but that one's now bigger than the other one, so I need to touch it up, and hopefully I don't mess it up again. Oh, just enough. Right. Yeah, gotta leave it at that. And that's everything. But before I go, the next time you decide you don't like the way someone looks, just remember, when you take away all the squishy parts, we're all just skeletons, aren't we? Try being kind. The results might just surprise you. Thanks for watching.